Da, 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 da. There we go. Actually, I have myself unmuted. How dare I? One reason why we make noise in the beginning, make sure I'm not doing something stupid. But welcome everyone. It is Monday night. It is tonight. It is Caddie stream time. So welcome all in. I hope you're all having a great start to your week. I hope everything is going well. I hope your day is going peachy-ish enough keenish. Well, let's just say today has already started off to be a pretty okay day. I am rather just fine. Just relaxing. Hello, Wild. Hello, Miss Echo. Welcome into the two of you. And my apologies for being a few minutes behind schedule, but, nothing's ever perfect. And Walt Nasa, welcome in. And Tanya, gonna bite me 'cause only 4 hours of sleep. No biting you, but you should get more sleep. Be a good girl, make sure you get your naps. Children behave, make sure you get rest. It's good for you. Can't stay long, but I will stay for a few, then I'll have to go till later. That is perfectly okay, Miss Echo. I hope you're having an okay day. Such a cute bunny, says Walt. Well, thank you. I like being the Alice. It's a fun model to be in. It feels right. It's a day. Meow. I hope the day gets better for you then, Miss Echo. Late last week, I accidentally got challenged to sew something by another streamer, and I did it. I made a pair of movement-restricted mittens. They're a very soft, short pile fur on the inside, and a satin on the outside with a fluffy fur trim on the cuff. Bit of elastic in the cuff for any self-applications of said restrictive hand apparatuses, but with a little bit of ribbon running through it, tied into a bow, in case you had someone that was going to help make sure your hand coverings stayed on. And these are to also make sure your naughty little fingers get into things, for they are mittens that do not have thumbs or much good use of your fingers in general, as in they are designed to have your hand be in a fist position inside of them. So yes, cozy, actually are kind of comfy feeling, so that's actually good. And I'll be meeting that person in the near future to hand them off. The ones I made for them are in a baby blue color, so every bit of it is in baby blue. The ribbons, the fur trim, the lining, and the exterior main satin. Obviously, yes, I tried them on for photos, and yeah, they're pretty comfy. I like them. Liked them so much that, well, I looked through my materials. I'm like, well, I'm either going to make some for sale or for myself. Either way, I'm going to make them. And cut fabric late yesterday for them in pink. And I got most of the sewing done already today. Just need to finish sewing the cuffs on them, and ta-da, I'll have either of those up for sale or for keepsies. I'll decide when I get done. Been going on VR chat recently and going through avatars to Which one feels right for me? Well, that's a good plan. Always good to pick the one that makes you feel the best. um, uh, Mao. I was hoping to get more done on the current sewing project, but I did need to make sure and dedicate some extra time to cooking and whatnot today. And I slept in a little bit, so I didn't have as many hours as I'd wanted to before stream tonight. Such is life. Would have been nice to have gotten those completed today, but real life does get in the way of all of the other things besides other things. I was really close to. I could have had them finished today, but that hour of sleeping in, followed by the hour plus of dealing with making dinner, it added up pretty quick. Yeah, you lose a lot of sewing time. And of course, by the time I'm done eating dinner and getting things cleaned up, it's time to start doing this, so there's no time to really get into that any further. But feeling productive on that. I like the construct. It's easily replicatable, and well, hey, if I can make them and people want to buy them, cool. I'm down for that. I've definitely been doing my best to make sure I'm wearing cozy, fun clothes every day, if at all possible. Been working pretty hard at that. I found a shiny Wicker Beast pull toy that totally matches me and my love for all things squeaky. Oh, well, that is awesome. I hope you enjoy being a squeaky Wiki Beast. I haven't been as active in the cooking stuff as I really should be the last few days. I feel a little bad about that. Yesterday was basically instant stuff, so was Saturday, and Friday into Thursday was muchly a pre-prepared items. I did a frozen box orange chicken. And I did a bag of stir-fry veg in the wok. Now that I still had to cook. I had to sit there and frizzle around till it was all cooked up. But the orange chicken was just baked off and sauced. Rice cooker does the rice, so there's not really much function there that I have to deal with. Yeah, welcome in, Silver. How you doing, little Babkin? And then, of course, Friday, after I made that on Thursday, I just had that for leftovers. It was nice and simple and meant I didn't have to deal with cooking for a second day. In fact, I still had enough left that I had lunch on Saturday of all that same stuff again, so awesome. Never a bad thing in my book when I'm able to eat a meal more than twice. And the Aldi's bag of stir-fry veg is actually pretty good, and it comes with a nice sauce packet that you drop in there for the flavor. I did add a couple of cans of mushrooms and a couple fists worth of frozen peppers and onions additionally to add more to it. I feel like all of that complemented well and just sort of added to the party without being distracting. Got some Aldi's orange chicken to make later this week. Nice. Enjoy that. Everybody good while I'm away? I will make sure they are good, Miss Echo. I'll keep an eye on all the kids. You be good doing whatever it is you need to get done in the real world. Love you, Miss Echo. And then Saturday night, I just kind of did frozen fish bake effectively. I did Gordon's fish triangles. I had a handful of popcorn shrimp. I had some fries. I did make green beans though, so at least I did have some actual vegetable involved there, so not entirely bad. Just not necessarily the healthiest thing to choose. And Sunday night, I totally lazied the heck out of it and did 2 chicken patties and a can of peas. It was good. It was filling. It was tasty, and peas are obviously good for you, but 2 chicken patties, that's kind of cheating. But I'm okay with that. Every so often, doing something like that for dinner's not the end of the world. Definitely been having a lot of fun playing the stupid card shop simulator game. I've gotten a lot of hours into that. Almost every night when I'm getting close to I should stop, it's not because I'm feeling gamed out, which is a really good sign for a game in me. It more just feels like Miss Echo reminded me that it's almost 3 in the morning. I should stop playing. At which point I'm going, yeah, you're probably right. Silly Lily's peeking in, you pikey little peeker cutie pie. I keep getting more and more achievements unlocked. I see other people playing and I look how they build their stores and what I'm like, yeah, that's not how I'm working it. I suppose we all have our own mental organization systems of how we like to deal with things. So many people I see have effectively a backroom situation where they have boxes full of stuff to do their restock with. Whereas I don't play like that. I tend to stock the shelves, and then I have a second set of shelves where anything that doesn't fit in my normal facing is just stored in the back shelf until that day's over. Silly Lily is up to an 65 stream streak. That is a lot of streak in there, sweet little Lily. You should probably put some clothes on, though. All that streaking, you might get in trouble. Love you, Caddie. That's my message. Carry on. Thank you, Silly Lily. Anyway, I'm off to VR chat to be a squeaky wicker beast. Have fun squeaking it up. Nice on-screen photo says Wish Dream. Well, thank you very much. Based on a parade outfit from Disneyland, I think Japan, the Japanese one. I have several photos of the people marching in that, and Mendy was kind enough to draw me in that. I ended up actually making that outfit in real life as well, so yeah, I kind of have that for real. And you can find that on my my YouTube channel. I've posted it quite a few times. I definitely feel like me streaming has been productive lately. I feel like I've been getting a lot more interaction, which is really nice. More people actually watching me. So I'm really thankful for each and every one of you that comes and hangs out and chats with me, or at least lurks and keeps that number going up. Because the more that number exists, the higher the probability people will find me and watch me. So you really are helping. Even if you don't talk, I promise you're helping. And heck, if you're not talking and you're not even watching, but you have my stream open and you're not a subscriber, you're getting me ad money. So thank you. No matter what, anyone watching me, you're a good bean. You get good bean points. But I feel like I've actually been feeling productive here on stream. I do look forward to Sunday nights playing Pew-Pews with Nepal, coming in here and chatting on Mondays. And I'll be honest, A lot of times on Saturdays and Sundays during the day, I'm half tempted to bust out whatever long play game I'm in the middle of. Like this weekend, it would have been more Card Shop Simulator. I was like, man, I could turn on my game and just stream for a bit and play my stupid game. And I could have, I just didn't. I suppose to some extent it is good to actually unplug from Twitch occasionally and have some normal life. I know, what a concept. Getting away from my desk and my online presence to do things. How dare I? How just very dare. We are now into the new year. It is now 2026. Congratulations. You've all survived to make it into this new solar cycle. What you do with that capability is up to you. For me, I don't necessarily look at New Year's as a major thing, period. I mean, yes, it records the fact that another year has passed. Great. I need to remember to write 2026 on things from now on. Great. Besides that, you just went from Wednesday to Thursday. It's not really that big of a change in life. It's not like New Year's Day occurs and all of a sudden we go from like 0-degree winter to 80-degree summer. It's not like there's a major switch. Life just keeps rolling. But I don't hate New Year's. It's not like a despised holiday or something. More of a, wait, that's a holiday? If anything, it messed with me in the sense that I normally grocery shop on Thursdays, but I skipped that again because technically the first was a Thursday. So I did this grocery shopping on Friday, and it just messed with my mindset of when things happen. And yes, I'll get Zeth Hydrate. Alright, that's the Cheerio bowl. That's the water bottle. And yes, if it's picking up, that'll be Fopsy snoring in the background. I am that exciting that she can sleep through me. I don't know if I should feel very pleased that I am boring enough that my wife will sleep through my streaming. Should I be happy about that, or should I be like bothered the fact that I'm so boring my wife just falls asleep when I'm talking? Either way, it happens. I can't change that. Oh. And I did leave up the 1 sub or 200 bits caused me to take a shot of rum. I will say while in VR chat that will be a minor interruption to things because I'll have to flip up my my headset, pour the shot, and take it. Because I do not wish to spill rum everywhere. I know. I'm a party pooper like that. But I will still do the thing. I will happily exercise that procedure for everyone. So, yay to that. And a further thank you to everyone that's taking the time and the effort to subscribe to me. I really appreciate it. It does help the monthly finances. We are really happy that is there. Every bit does help. LOL, if Fopsy was awake, she could help. True. She doesn't normally do much help with my streams, though. She tends to only do the chaos imbibing situation stuff. Though I wouldn't mind simple, helpful things like pour the shot and hand it to me type stuff. But hey, I get what I get. But it is there, so if anyone wants to exercise that, The sub thing does count if it's either sub for yourself or gift sub. I will go either direction. I have plenty of rum in the cabinet in front of me. I'm not concerned about you running it out. Also, the fact that if I got even close to that, I would probably stop myself long before then. Yes, for that, I am still going to be logical. If I know I've had too much, I will cut myself off. But yeah, you can get me quite well cronked if you just do stuff. And it still leaves up the tickling and the admission of the C word. That is still all present. So, all's fair in love and war. Meow. Tonight's dinner, I was a little bit creative, which is why I took longer than normal. I took 3 of the 1 pound packs of frozen packs of ground turkey from Aldi's. I browned those off in the pan with a little Worcestershire, MSG, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And in a separate pan, I put in a couple of handfuls of frozen peppers and onions, which I also put some Worcestershire, some salt, pepper, garlic powder. Cooked those off. They were pretty well cooked through, a little bit that extra pan flavor. Poured them in with the ground meat. Did the same with a bunch of 3 cans of mushrooms, drained. Same stuff on them again. Pop those in with the meat. And with the meat, I also threw in 3 boxes of Hamburger Helper, tomato basil penne, and the associated water. And add a bit more seasoning. Basil, oregano, parsley, onion powder, more garlic, more salt and pepper. And in the end, yeah, it actually turned out really good. Especially since I thought about it ahead of time and actually started earlier, something I often think I'm doing enough of, but fail to do so. So I actually started the process at about 3:45 with defrosted meat already. I defrosted the meat earlier. I put that in a few hours earlier in a hot water sink. And when I went to pull them out, they were fully defrosted. So that's good. And they browned up really fast. I find the Aldi's ground turkey, it's interesting the fact that it's ground to the point where it's basically paste, which is really helpful because it's easier to slurm it around while you're browning it, and easier to get into a finer crumble if you want to have a finer, pellet in your ending food product, be it like a meat sauce that you're going to put in a lasagna, or this. You might want to have a bit of a finer granular thing as opposed to more of a big chonky bites of beef or whatever. And when you add stuff like sauce and the Worcestershire and whatnot, it's very similar to ground beef anyway. I don't find any real major flavor loss there. I feel like I'm still getting the same product. So it's awesome also in the fact that it's less than half the cost, more like 2/5 the cost of the ground beef. I'm all for that. And it's a little bit healthier for you too, so bonus there. All in all, a very inexpensive meal. Wound up with a good 14 cups of it leftovers in the fridge. So plenty of it to eat tomorrow and probably some on Wednesday as well. Maybe enough for maybe a lunch. We'll see how well we roll. Probably more than that, honestly. There's a better chance it's going to be dinner on both Tuesday and Wednesday, honestly. I'm down for that too. I mean, hey, less cooking days, more better. I did find that doing the sauteed peppers, onions, and mushrooms together to make a butter sauce works really well with the shelf stable mushroom tortellinis from Aldi's as well, not just the refrigerator packed chicken tortellinis. So that's really a good find out. The flavor actually worked really well with those. It seems more important that you spend time cooking the mushrooms, peppers, and onions down a good bit before you add in the tortellinis. And make sure there's plenty of oil in the situation as well when the tortellinis hit, so you can get a little bit of that brown crispiness to them as well. It actually does make a big difference. And it 100% worked out. That was amazing. I just made enough for me one day for dinner, and as a test, wow. Definitely doing that again as a whole. I'll do a big old pan of that for me and Fopsy, and we will have us a tortellini tower or something. I don't know, but words. Yum yum. Yeah, we'll make yum yum. As expected, the stores are starting to put out Valentine's stuff already. Go figure, it's after January 1st. Of course you're getting the February holiday garbage out there. Heck, I even saw some of the St. Patrick's Day stuff being pushed out as well. Save time, get it all out there. As soon as Valentine's out, though, you know the minute it's going off the shelf, they're going to be putting out Easter stuff as well. So that's going to happen. Can't have a minute without the next holiday on the shelf, and if you do, they find something to put out there. It's like, it's midsummer time. You need to have your midsummer things. To which I go, no. Then Christmas stuff. What the? Why the fuck? Exactly. Why not? We'll bring Christmas back. You got to be getting ready for Christmas in May, right? Yeah, May's when you start shopping for Christmas lights. Gotta be prepared. Gotta be prepared. Forget back to school. Back to Christmas. Forget Halloween. Forget 4th of July. We got Christmas. Christmas Startup Part 3. The Re-Christmasing. Fopsy did buy me something, which I wasn't expecting. She did buy me the Lego 101 Dalmatians expert set. It is currently sitting on my building table in the living room. I'm going to put it out there. I'm definitely going to have to do a stream of me building that cute little puppy. Look forward to that in the near future. And I found a few more other little spibbly sets that need built too, so stuck them out on the table. We'll take care of all that. Oh, look, it's a cute Benoit. No, big scary alpha predator there, Alex. Big scary alpha predator. You're a sweet little baby Fin. Itty bitty little Fanny. Cutie pie. But yeah, and the other thing I did for the hamburger helper tonight, I stuck a can of the little tiny can of tomato paste in with it. It really does make a big difference, I find. It's only the 50-cent little tiny can of great value, which obviously 50 cents, that's a very low amount of money. That really adds a lot of flavor body. It really adds a lot of texture to it. And it really helps bring the whole thing to being, instead of feeling like it's just a boxed mess, into being, wow, that is such more of a meal. Look, a widow fennec. It is a widow fennec. Waddle butt Alex. Oh, Alex going to do a little waddle for us. Waddle, waddle, quack, quack. No waddle. That means yes, she waddles. Um, because it was mid 20s Fahrenheit when I went shopping on Friday, I did wear my heaviest pink fur coat. And I got a lot of compliments on it while I was out shopping, so that's a bonus. That one is a light pink fur on the outside, a nice dense pile with like hot pink cuffs and hood trim and whatnot on it, lined with a very soft white fur all the way around, not just the main body, but down the sleeves as well. It is cozy as heck. It felt good to wear it. It felt really nice on my body. And it felt nice to get all those compliments. So I like that. I was happy with that situation. So yay on that. Always be comfy and always be yourself. Very important things in life. And I have been paying attention to my overall Twitch totals. I'm kind of amused that I'm coming up on the 2,000 hours streamed mark. I should be getting that in the next maybe 6 to 8 weeks. So, wow. I can't believe I'm getting to that. That's a major milestone. And I am over, I think it was 15,000 watched hours now. That means for 15,000 hours, a lot of you have taken your time to watch me. That is crazy. I appreciate every single minute of it. You are all amazing. Thank you so much. Lana is looking, I can't tell if that's grumpy or sneaky, but welcome in, Lana. I hope you're doing well today. But hey, beginning of a new month. Everything is working out pretty well so far. Got a couple months till my birthday, so looking forward to that. That's the sneaky one. Oh, I see you're being sneaky. What are you doing all sneaky like, little Babkin? Are you being a little sneaky water bottom princess? I'm sure you are. Didn't have our weekly group meetup on Saturday night in VR chat because out of the four of us, at least one of us were going to be AFH, away from home. So since he was a couple of time zones and quite a long flight away from home, we didn't end up meeting up, which is fine. I am a big princess. Well, you see, one thing's big about you, sweet little Lana, and that's your pamp. Your pamp is huge. The rest of you is small. Don't worry, I understand. You're just a little babykin. It's hard for you to realize these things. But yes, you're huge in the padded bottom section. And I did do something housework-wise that I have not done since the end of May when my job situation changed. I actually put away the laundry. At least my side of it is all put away now. Now, this doesn't mean like I was sitting on dirty clothes or anything. I've been washing clothes. I just haven't been taking the clothes and ada, little babkin, ada, sweet little baby girl. So I would take the clothes down in a big lump, as opposed to in the laundry basket, sort them and put them in the washer and then eventually dryer and whatnot, and take them back up in a stack. Whereas then I would sit them in the laundry basket as opposed to putting them away in the drawers on top of the already clean laundry that was hiding in there. So this weekend I actually took a few minutes and I put away all my t-shirts and stuff. I'm like, all right, those are actually going in the drawers. That is where they belong. That is what they're going to do. So good on that. I did not put away all of Fopsy's t-shirts yet because her drawers are full. And I don't think they'll all fit. I need to reorganize a little bit there to make things work. I'm already concerned that I got all my stuff away and I look, there's a big pile of dirty laundry sitting next to the clean basket. Yeah, this doesn't all fit in my drawers. That's future me's problem. Aerate. Unzip the pullover a little bit. I realized I've not been recording enough YouTube videos lately, which is starting to catch up on me. I will need to work on that probably this week or next week. I'm down to about, I think it's 4 weeks worth of videos left to set loose. So yeah, I need to get that did sooner rather than later. I don't like being that tight to the wire. But I got plenty of stuff I can do. It's just sometimes mentally getting the fortitude up to putting on fursuits and stuff, doing some recordings, and then dealing with those. But hey, that's future me's problem. Just in general, feeling okay. Feeling pretty good about things. Feeling pretty productive, not overproductive, but productive. And accepting that my role isn't necessarily work on project A for exactly 8 hours a day, like if I was at a regular job. Knowing that a lot of my time does get to be concentrated on time working on households things and working on effectively futures, as in I'm doing this for many days out of the week, 6-ish hours of time a day. If anything, yeah, the fact that I'm hitting probably 25 to 30 hours a week streaming lately, that's definitely an impact on my time frames. That's not a complaint. That's more of I'm noticing that I'm doing that. And I'm just like, well, I'm enjoying this enough to actually be sufficiently active effectively. So that's not a bad thing. It definitely shows in the ad revenue pile and the fact that I seem to get more and more people watching me. Also nice. And of course, anytime people decide they wish to do any sort of support, really helps too. So thank you all for any of that. Anyone that has the capability of and succeeds at, you are amazing. Thank you so much. I try not to harp on that because I feel like if I just spend my whole stream talking about please pay money, I just feel like I'm wasting my time and your time, and that's not worth anything. And I'm not being entertaining, so what would that do for us? That'd just be me sitting there jingling my jar the whole time, and which is ironic because, yeah, that technically is what streamers are doing. We are all asking for support for services we are rendering for free. Kind of ironic, but, we're weird like that. I've been doing my best to keep cycling my image on the right of my screen. I have quite a collection in my box that I PNG'd out for use like that, and I've been having a lot of fun with that. That's been entertaining me, even if it doesn't entertain any of you. I like doing that. And for anyone that watches either my Mastodon, my Twitter, or my Blue Sky, before I stream every single time, I post all three of those. A little blurb about the fact that I'm streaming, the link, plus an image. On Monday nights when it's VR chat, I tend to post whatever avatar I'm intending to start in, at least. But every other day of the week that I'm streaming, I post just a random piece of art that I've had done for me at some point in my life. Or that I've done. Because I actually have posted some of my own art there a few times. So, if you want to at least get to see some of my random art that I've acquired over the years, just keep an eye on those things. You'll see me post those every day right before I start streaming. Also, a good way to know when I'm streaming. Look for the art post in one of those social media diddlers. And ta-da, you will succeed. Oh, stretch a little bit. Big stretch. And apparently I squeezed really weirdly and it made my pop-in display move slightly away from me. I don't know why. Our VR toolkit, you're interesting sometimes. I did feel productive that I did get the dishwasher run today. So I unloaded the clean dishes, loaded in the dirty stuff, ran it, and I unloaded again and loaded what few were still dirty into the now empty dishwasher. So feeling good about that. It's always nice to feel like the kitchen's a little bit less backed up. It gives you the option of, oh, I dirtied a dish. I can just put it right in the dishwasher if it's possible. Saves you a step if it doesn't need to soak or anything. Ta-da, you're getting closer to done. Blur. Trying to keep being more cost effective in the real life so that I can keep going the way I am. I'd love to see both all of my financial endeavors really pick up a little bit more, but we have buffer that's going to keep covering us for a while to make sure things stay safe. Till all of these things in general as a whole really pick up more. Since I am concentrating on my personal endeavors most of the time between stuff here on Twitch, YouTube, and my sewing stuff, it's a lot easier to give them the attention they need to help them grow. I already was growing in a lot of ways when I was still stuck working 8 hours a day. And now that I'm not stuck in that situation, I am having a lot more time to make this stuff all happen, which is a good thing. Making a good pile of produced items that are up for sale, as well as working on commissioned items, and working hard here to be entertaining and hopefully work that out as well as a positive situation. Heck, I'd be happy if it was just I was getting enough followers that I was getting ad revenue that would verify I get at least the $50 payout a month. If I hit that, I mean, just awesome. I will happily roll there. I do enjoy what I do here. I hope, obviously, some of you seem to enjoy it because you keep coming back to watch me. So thank you for that. You're all amazing. Um, it's fun. I like what I do. I like my life as it stands. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling nice. I gotta say. Um, I'm enjoying the cold weather. I will be sad when this goes away, as usual. I'm one of the few weirdos that thinks, oh, it's 20 degrees outside. Oh, we can turn that heat down. We're just going to enjoy this and be cool and comfy. Until like my hands or feet are starting to hurt from being too cold. Oh yeah, we rock that chill zone. I definitely sleep a lot better when it's colder, so I am definitely enjoying my rack time at night. When I go to bed, I'm like, good, crash. I crash right away. I stay asleep till sometimes well after my alarm has gone off. Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem because I'm losing daytime there that I could be doing stuff, but, well, what are you going to do? Um, just work it, kids. Just work it. um, meow. Definitely been enjoying the hot chocolate. Last couple of weeks. That's not a bad thing. It's a very inexpensive product to have on hand. Um, I buy the tub of great value Choco Dust, and that's a ton of cups worth. And the only hard part is heating the hot water to put it together with. Usually I'll leave a little airspace at the top and I'll pour a little almond milk in with it to add a little extra creaminess. Easy peasy. Pooh, Fopsy is asleep or your pitties are exposed. Caddie's not need tickles. And yeah, Fopsy actually went into the other room at this point. I no longer hear her to my left. She probably just went in to curl up where it's more comfy. Yeah, he does. I do not need tickles. Not all of the tickles. I do not need tickles. I was being good and just stretching my arms there. Funny thing is, out of all of my stream time, this first couple hours is where it's harder for me to feel awake. I think it's because I'm just getting adjusted to the fact that I have the face oven on and I'm sitting here talking calmly, usually by myself. Unless people are talking back to me, even just in chat form. One thing I do find, well, we both know I'll join after dinner. This is fair. This is very fair. I have friends talk about, man, it's hard for me to stream all the way up to 2 hours. I'm thinking, shoot, 2 hours? I'm barely getting started. That's when people really start to show up and start actually chatting with me, is around the 2 hour mark. That first phase is just getting there. Everything after that, it's like that's when the gravy really pours out. I got people talking back to me. I got people here with me. We are doing the thing 100%. But hey, that's just a theory. A CAD theory. Bon appetit. It's just January, Caddie. It is January. Happy January, sweet little Babkin. It's cold out. It's comfy. And everybody else is just taking naps, not watching streams and babbling with us. So I'm glad you're all getting your rest. Please get your rest. You deserve it too. Moving around a lot does help keep me going, so you're getting a little wiggle bunny. Not that I think you'd complain about a little wiggly bunny. Wiggling is fun. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Unce, 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 unce. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da. Ba da ba. But it is nice to see all of you. Thank you for spending your time with me. I know I'm just a boring doodly-doo, but the fact you all feel like I'm worth being a thing to come and hang out with, makes me feel good. And I like that. I might sneak the headset off for a few minutes here and go grab some stimulant of some sort, either diet soda or make me another espresso, just to see if I can round myself back on, because I feel like I'm a little drifty. I'm going to roll till I hit a full hour before I do that, but I think I'm going to headset off around that time to get a little stimulant fluid. Or hear me out, get a Monster. Nah, that stuff's too expensive. Do you know how inexpensive it is for me to drink either the diet soda or, for that matter, the coffee? So much better for you? What, the Monster? No, that's not better for me. That's worse for me. Delicious coffee, being such a simple product, is so easy to make into espresso, and it has a really nice flavor. And it makes good happy caddies. Until your heart explodes, then, well, death is a sweet relief. No, you do not drink it a Monster till your heart explodes. That's a bad thing. Bad, Lily. Don't do that. Be a good girl. Be a good girl, little Lily. You want to be a good girl, don't you, sweetie little Lily? That's what makes you the happiest. You love everyone knowing you're a good girl. Throws my 6 can in the trash. Yeah, totally a good girl. No, that's being a bad girl. You shouldn't be drinking 6 cans of it. That's probably going to cause you problems. Usually, I stick to 2 double shots of espresso on any given day, with the option of a third one at some point if I'm really feeling bleh. And tonight I'm kind of feeling bleh. I did sleep in by about an hour, but I don't think I fell asleep at all for any kind of napitude throughout the entire day. So there's plus and minuses there. No, I didn't nap, but yes, I had an hour of delay of getting up. So take it however you want. Oh, because I'm both a little more tired right now, but I also didn't spend part of today napping, killing daylight. Yesterday, I definitely curled up on the couch and took a nice long nap, which, yes, felt good, but I really feel like I killed way too many hours just couching it. I feel like I should have done something useful. during that time. Meow. When I worked overnight shifts and when I worked early morning shifts, good God, yes. Coffee was my power. That is what got me through both early mornings and really long, weird shifts. They just worked good. 2 p.m. Everybody should be up by then, hopefully. Oh, I see an adorable bun bun. You do? Where? Where's the adorable bun bun? I don't see one. There's a plant. There's some pillows. There's some gourds. I don't see this adorable bun bun you're mentioning there. I am so sorry. You silly? Yes, I am silly. I know that much. But maybe you're the little bun bun. Are you the adorable little bun bun? Do you accidentally have your computer on webcam with the view back on? Yeah, that makes more sense. Well, I'm glad you're able to see yourself and see sweet little adorable bean. Click, click, click. Okay, I am definitely feeling it. I know I'm not quite to that hour mark yet. I really kind of want to push through to make sure I get that far before I stand up to make that espresso. Because I haven't reloaded the machine yet for tomorrow morning, so it is set to go. I also love the outfit that's being shown in the art. I'm sleepy. I apologize. I am low energy, that's all. Go get your caffeine. That's an order. But Miss Lily, yes, that art on the side, that is based on, that's Mendy art, based on an outfit from Disney World parades around the Easter time. I believe it's only the Tokyo one that had that outfit, different variations. And I did actually make the outfit to wear on my Minnie Mouse costume, so I have that for realsies. There are plenty of videos of it up on my YouTube. Yes, I will go get the coffee in 1 minute and 30 seconds. We are going for the full hour. It's adorable. It makes me wish I could have one. Thank you. That particular ensemble took a lot of intricate sewing. You notice there's a 3-layered short skirt there. That's very pleated. Yes. And those cute little flowers around the waist. At least I found flowers to sew on and didn't have to make those up myself. The little shrug jacket, which is attached to the body so that it actually stays on. And then you get to the fluffy panty with attached bunny tail. That was fun. Even right down to I made the little elastic things with a bunny tail to put on each of my ankles. Those I actually really like. That was a fun, stupid thing. I am really proud those became a thing I did. Meow. Very meow. A few of my critters have worn it in videos as well, not just Minnie. Caddie definitely got to wear it, so there's that. Um, but y'all are the adorable one, not me. I'm the boring lion. Tokyo Disney gets all the fun mascot stuff. They do. They really do. All right, I'm going to go get caffeine before I fall asleep on all of you. I am not wanting to, lose it and snore. So hang tight. Enjoy my pretzely form while I go AFK. Gosh, now I should get you normal feminine outfits from ya. Well, I'm always here, so if anyone wants it, please feel free. Commission me. I will make stuff. I do make sure I will be paying myself correctly, and but I will be paying myself hourly. So, blah blah. Hi, Lana. You're abwabbing at me. All right, staying up, getting that caffeine. I'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy my pretzely form. If you hear things like the coffee maker in the background, but bonus points. Caffeine, yes, I need it. I am drifty at the moment. But you be good. Everybody behave. I will be back. I don't know which one of you say you're left in charge, because all of you are not in charge. Miss Echo's AFK. Just pretend Miss Echo's paying attention to all of you. That's fair. Face oven off. Stay there. Good face oven. Parlors over here. missing anything? Alright. Reapply my face. Glasses in the right position, please. Now, controllers. I set those on top of the PlayStation next to me. There we are. Causes mischief. Don't you be causing mischief, you little fennec. Takes a picture of the mischief Alex is causing. Just evidence to show your mama later. Good work, silly Lily. Starts arson. No arson. No, the only fireball you're allowed is the drink kind. And even then, I'm probably in trouble for saying, yes, you can have that. But I am back. Moderately more caffeinated. I did have a nice double shot. And I crunched a few cashews while I was out there waiting for the machine to start. Takes Alex's fire and fireball. You can let her have the fireball. She can have that. She'll probably just drink enough and pass out. So we're probably safer from chaos if she has that one. Ended up in a rather interesting world tonight. I should take you around and give you a little show abouts. See, we're anchored a camera to local. It's not Fireville, though. It's cinnamon apple juice. It probably is. I'm going to probably end up coming back where I am right now, but look, there's another fireplace next to me. I'm in my fireplace mood. So, yummy fireplaces. The area I'm staring at has been this couch over here. And there's a little cocina, a little kitchen zone. I'm doing this by looking at my camera, so I'm doing this all in reverse. Lots of pumpkins and stuff from the looks of it. Hydrate. Probably a good idea. But fire's good for you. Yes, it does make things hot. Hydrated. Delicious anthracon sweat and tears. And look, there's an espresso maker right there. VR chat knew I needed things. I'm going to do this in forward mode so I'm less confused about what I'm doing. Apparently that door does not exist. This is where the world starts. Does this door exist? No. There's a little bit of a living room zone here with one of those YouTube type TVs. A little bit of another couchy area out here. Back out to where I was. It's kind of looks like it's supposed to be a sun porch because it's got like a windowed roof, which is very interesting because that's also where the fireplace is. You'd think you'd want the fireplace in where it's, in the house, not in the kind of exposed part of the house. A big old Papasan chair here to lose myself in. And then back where I started. It's hard to show, but you can see all the rain on the windows and the windowed ceiling above me. There's a lot of rain going on up there as well, so more of that. We're going to go with the angle now. It's paper fire. You had cashews, so it's totally needed. Cashews are good. Cashews make my tummy happy. They make my mouth happy, too. Not as bad as the chill world I was in with Fluff and Snow last night. It was poorly constructed. I was watching a little bit of that stream last night between the two of them. They're both very cute, soft people. I like watching both of them. They make me happy, make me feel comfy. Yes, the worlds were god-awful, but they're nice. Also, Miss Snow very much of the time has been in her Alice Bunny as well, and I may be a little biased to liking Kiggies and Alice Bunnies, but Kiggies and Alice Bunnies. Just putting that right out there. I mean, there's one streamer I probably watched just because, at first, because she'd picked using a Kiggy as her avatar. I have things that are priorities. But Kiggies are very pretty kitty creatures, so there's that. So I do apologize about the little temp break there I had to take, but it was definitely worth it. I feel a lot more conscious. Even just getting up and stretching my legs probably helped. The caffeine just being a little bit of a bonus. Meow. Didn't mean I thought of anything to talk about, but that just means I did get up and make myself awake. So there's that. I want to make construction jokes, but I don't know enough about it. Fair. I don't know much about construction either. I know my dad spent a lot of his carpentry career building houses, so there's that. So yay to carpentry, yay to construction. Also, he spent a large part of his life repairing their house that is now probably coming up on, if not already, over the 200-year mark of age. So there's that. Houses can be built to last. Kinda. Because the amount of stuff he's replaced or repaired over the years, it's practically a lot of new house throughout that house. But most of the skeletal structure of the house is what was there originally. A lot of the slat and plaster walls have been replaced with drywall, which is much nicer and much less crumbling like that slat and plaster was by the time I was even born. Just very interesting when you notice the fact that the walls were crumbling in certain places in the interior of the house because of how they were made. Very weird. But to be fair, those walls did basically last 100 plus years before you had little terrorizer me involved in touching them. So they get a lot of points for that. Though even when I was just a tiny, if you knocked on any given wall, you were knocking little chunks of plaster off on the inside, and you just hear them tumbling down potentially through that floor through the next one. It was interesting. Pat's the cute bunny on my screen. Oh, I do like Pats, but I'm not cute. I'm big and scary. I'm a scary bunny. I'm scary. You're the cute one. I'm the scary one. No, camera. I didn't mean for you to do that. Thank you. Anchor world. Well, you're staring at nothing now for a minute. There we go. Back it up a bit. Back it up. Back it up. There we go. Note to self, not allowed to touch things. My house is like that, and it was made in 1991. Nice. But, Alex, sweetie, are you saying I'm a cute bunny? Did you say I'm a cute bunny? But you know what? You're a cute little fennick. You're a little cute little fen. You're a sweet little bitty soft fen. Good girl. Yeah, my parents' house was made. We're both cute. No. You're the cute one. I am the scary one. Rawr. 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 Also, you can see my cute little, my little bunny choker that I'm wearing. My vicious, scary bunny choker that I'm wearing. Because I'm big and scary. Right? Right. Yeah, we all agree on that. Seems legit. Yeah, my parents' house, we know the addition was put on in the late 1800s. That's what we know for sure. You said cute. I heard no. It was a little slip. I didn't mean to say that. I was thinking of Alex. I'm not cute. I am definitely not cute. Unless someone pays 5 gift subs, at which point I have to say those words. Elsewise, I'm not cute. So, yes. No. Absolutely not. No. And I did think about, should I consider doing a subathon anytime in the near future? And really, I thought, what would be the difference? I normally end up streaming as long as I'm going to be able to stream anyway. Every day I'm capable of streaming as it currently stands. So putting it into a subathon would just mean I'm committing to it. And I feel like asking people to put money towards the fact that I would keep going would be just redundant, because I'm going to do that anyway. Would I like it if people subbed more, pretend like it was a subathon? Dear God, yes, that would be fun. But I figured I would do some of the other fun things that those do have. Like I did I put up the booze incentive now. So trying to add the fun without the added hassle of dealing with a timer that I'm sure I would break, because I'm sure I'd break it. Give you money? Got it. No, you don't have to give me money, Alex. That's not part of the bigger goals, more crazy stuff, prizes maybe. Yeah, that too. But unless I get a lot in, if I start giving out prizes, it becomes not so much a subathon as much as it is a Caddie pays out-a-thon. So that's kind of the hard part. I don't have a lot of things I can give away for free, like Steam keys sitting in a folder, or stuff lying around the house I can mail out for nothing. So I don't have any things I can give away. But try my best to give you more fun stuff you can convince me to do, like make me say the C word or drink booze on stream. Besides, I can't even really think of anything crazy I'm willing to do that I can justify doing. Like, I'm not going to buy the Bean Boozled, which is a very popular thing, because, ew. I'm definitely not doing pickle juice shots because, ew. Um, there's no real point in trying to do you get to pick what I'm going to order on my dinner because I'm probably going to eat leftovers anyway most of the time. So, nothing for you to pick. I don't normally do takeout or anything. So, again, you're not picking my order because I'm not ordering out. Just looking through all the things I know people do. And it's like, yeah. IRL camera stream. Do any of you even want to see that? It's not really that exciting. I think this looks better. Shock collar and gift fobs the controls. Yeah, but then I have to buy like $100-something Pi Shock. And no. I don't have a problem with that process. It's just I don't want to spend the money on the shock collar. And if, let's just say if my monthly intake from Twitch is less than the cost of buying the shock collar, I can't justify buying the shock collar. That makes it a definite loss. So, yeah, I got to put that on the... I don't make enough on here to pay for that. And PieShock didn't decide they want to like sponsor me or give me one or anything, so there's that. Just had Planters mixed nuts. Nice. Enjoy them mixed nuts. In our kitchen, we have a big thing of cashews, a skinny tube of peanuts, and a large container of the deluxe mixed nuts, aka the ones that don't have peanuts in them. I'd like peanuts and all, but when you get mixed nuts with peanuts, it always seems like, oh, it's like 75% peanuts, 25% everything else. Which is not mixed. That's kind of just peanuts with some other nuts thrown in there. So I tend to buy the container of mixed nuts that doesn't contain peanuts and a container of peanuts. Because the container of peanuts is like $2 brand name. And the container of mixed nuts without peanuts is about, I think it's like $17 for the little bucket. Which is crazy. And that's Sam's Club brand. Nuts. But if any of you can think of any fun things I could throw on the potential for subathon-esque goals, go ahead and tell me. I mean, I'm not like opposed to these thoughts. It's a question of, is it financially feasible? Like the shock collar, like the idea, can't really justify the $100+ cost for the diddly. Had some caffeine from Coke because I'm locked in from Splatoon 3. Why would Splatoon 3 make you drink Coke? If anything, I thought it would make you want to eat calamari. Delicious, delicious wiggle leg critters. Caffeine makes me focused. I thought that's what Fords did. You get a Ford Focus. That's what we need to do. We need to get Lana a Ford Focus. Then she can focus. That's a plan. Okay, silly Caddie. No, that's Lily is the silly one. I'm the potato one. I'm the clever one. You're the potato one. That would be a Doctor Who reference. believe that was a Matt Smith quote specifically. Too many doctors that have been in my history as it stands. Hard to remember sometimes who said what. Or who was in what episode, for that matter. Like, there's a lot of the Christopher Eccleston episodes, which I forget were him, and in my mind, I'm remembering them as David Tennant episodes. But then I figure out later, like, no, wait, that was before Tennant. Wow. Like the first time they're on Satellite 7, that's, well, where Eccleston dies. But yeah, he was the one up there. Aren't they all named who? Actually, that's not his name. That's his title. The Doctor. He never tells us what his actual name is. He does say several people know what it is, but they never let the audience in on the gag. So, yeah. Fun. Rah, 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 rah. So in the near future, I'm definitely going to have to do a Lego building stream to build that Dalmatian set because it looks really cute. I feel like that's going to be a fun build. It looks like it'll be a similar construct to the detailed Simba, which I did enjoy constructing. So yay for that. And I found a few other little piddly sets that I've been rehomed to me recently. So I stuck them on the table as well so I can get those built. Mom and Dad would often get both me and my sister Lego things for Christmas. And my sister really never cared. So in the end, she would just give the things to me and like, here, you have this. I don't care. And I'd be like, thanks. Yay. So my Lego collection grows slightly when she figures out she has things. I still have a few sets that came out this year I really, really like to get, but I'm trying to be extra good and not spend money on myself for things. And if your answer is, you should put on your throne, the answer to that is, I did. They're up there. But I don't expect anybody to buy me those things because that'd be, that's overstepping my boundaries of wishing. Also, a game that I definitely do want showed back up on Steam's sale again. The Rise of Cobra, which is a shooter game. You don't have to pull up my throat there, Jack. No, that's not a requirement. No one needs to look at that. There's nothing there. It's absolutely empty. There's nothing there. But the Rise of Cobra game is very similar to the Ninja Turtles arcade game kind of thing, where it's the side shooter with a bit of a depth to it. It looks pretty darn fun. And it's only $15, but it's one of those things. It's hard to pick stuff like that up for myself. Because I shouldn't spend money on me. I need to make sure I'm making money, not spending money. Especially if I'm dedicating spending money to 2 things a year. AKA going to the 2 conventions I really want to go to. Meow. Very meow. But for the moment, we are still committing. We're going to be Anthrocon and MFF goers because I really get a lot out of those. That's been a major, major energy fix for me, mentally and physically. Getting out of my personal space here, getting to be somewhere else, getting to relax, getting to be even more me than I am on a normal daily basis. It's basically me on steroids, where I get to wear pretty dresses the whole darn weekend. And fursuits. Possibly both at the same time. Often both at the same time. Hydrating at the same time. Because I wear a camel pack, and that's got water in it, and I can hydrate all the time. All right, I have a dumb idea. I'm going to stop the recording to do this, and just so that the recorded set that goes up on YouTube stops there. But how do y'all feel about hearing me sing? Would that be entertaining for you? Would you still keep watching if I went and did that for a bit? I await the answer. It'll give you a chance to see some of my bad taste in music. Lots of songs. I'm going to go to a karaoke world. Again, you'll get to enjoy my bad taste in music. Anchor local. I fear this as the sense that I'm right, I'm game, cool. Well, at least one person voted yes on that. All right, I'm going to stop the YouTube recording. I may start it back up again afterwards if I end up going somewhere else where I'm not singing, so you may get YouTube in 2 chunks today. Oh, woo, Lana. Oh, woo. I do promise when I am doing this, I am not going to be responding to chat during the song. I'll wait till after the song. So if you do any interactions or you say something, I'm not going to respond until after a song is finished. Hey, Nepal, welcome in, good girl plushie. We're about to go do something different. So, I don't know who you are, Carly Jalore. And you didn't say anything in chat, so I don't know who you are. Hi, Nepal. Okay, let's see. Worlds. Search worlds. Oops. Didn't do the right button. My worlds. There it is. Furry karaoke. New instance. Invite plus. Joining. Oh, okay. I'm waiting for chicken to thaw before I start cooking dinner. Yay. Hi, Wild. World loading. Still all Christmas themed in here, which I'm okay with. Now, step 1. Go to monitor number 2, stop recording.